make weird sounds, I'm going to make them with you. Anyways, what's up, everybody? It is another Mix It Up Reactions. I'm your host, Joel, and as well, I'm here with my co-host,
Aich Jones, in the building.
He's super
live
happy.
in the flesh, right over here on the right side of your screen. This guy.
So we were told this is part of the giant book that we have is to do BTS Butter music video. So we're going to be doing that.
Butter.
Says it as captions. I don't know if it does, but we're going to find out together. Anyway, so I don't think it needs to because they said it was English, but you never know. It could be English and have little bits of here and there. I'd like to know everything.
2 languages right there, so
yeah, we'll figure it out. Anyways,
just
it's Korean.
Butter.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Butter.
Butter.
Anyways, so we're going to be checking this out. We just did XG last week, which was awesome. Wow. So super excited about listening to Butter. And then I think we'll do one more BTS and then we're going to do something else. It's going to be fun. So guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you know when new Shiza is coming out. Just had a German word for shit. I forget that I do that sometimes. And don't forget to check out our merch if you go to the store, Mk5store.com. And then put in the code VIBE20. Catch a vibe 20, not 520, which is what he said on the first time I mentioned it. It's not the number 520. It's vibe, VIBE 20. Use that promo code and you get 20% off. So
sorry, I only did it once or twice in that video.
3 times a lady. So we're going to be checking out BTS Butter. Something. I guarantee you I'm going to remember it. So let's check it out.
Smooth like butter, like a criminal undercover. Don't pop like trouble, breaking into your heart like that. Cool shade stunner, yeah, owe it all to my mother. Hot like summer, yeah, I'm making you sweat like that. Break it down. Ooh, when I look in the mirror, I'm not too hard to do. I got the superstar glow, so ooh, do the boogie. A side step right left to my beat. I like the moon rock with me, baby. Know that I got that heat. Let me show you, 'cause talk is cheap. Side step right left to my beat. Get it, let it roll. Smooth like butter, pour you in like no other. Don't need no usher to remind me you got it bad. Ain't no other that could sweep you up like a rubber. Straight up, I gotcha, making you fall like that. Break it down. Ooh, when I look in the mirror, I'm at your heart to do. I got the superstar glow, so ooh, do the boogie line. Side step right left to my beat. I like the moon rock with me, baby. Know that I got that heat. Let me show you, 'cause talk is cheap. A side step right left to my beat. Get it, let it roll. Get it, let it roll. Get it, let it roll.
Ice on my wrist, I'm the nice guy. Got the right body and the right mind. Rolling up the party, got the right vibes. Move like haters. Fresh boy, pull up and we lay low. All the players get moving with the bass low. Got the army right behind us when we say so. Let's go.
Side step right left to my beat. I like the moon rock with me, baby. Know that I got that heat. Let me show you, 'cause talk is cheap. Side step right left to my beat. Get it, let it roll.
Cool light, cool shade, and you know we don't stop. Highlight, ain't no, you been like, oh my god. We gon' make the rocket his head. We gon' make it bounce in his head. Hotter, sweeter, cooler, butter.
Get it, let it roll.
Eat a big
I
chunk
know.
of butter.
He just ate a big chunk of butter. Hey, that's dedication, son. Because don't get me wrong, butter does taste good.
I don't know if I could just eat a big chunk of butter though.
But God only knows how long he was waiting to eat that bite on that fork while they were setting up a camera. So that butter, by the time he put it in his mouth, probably not the best tasting butter at that point in time. You never know, dude. For real.
That's dedication.
No, that's pure dedication. That's pure dedication to your craft and what you're trying to do.
No,
This
like
song's
he's
called
the-
Butter. You gonna eat butter at the end?
Like he's not about to eat that.
Am I gonna hold
He's
this?
not gonna eat that.
For how long? Oh, you got to eat it at the end. But wait for you. Okay, hold on. We're setting up the cameras. Hold on. We got to set up lights. And he's just like, man, this butter's been sitting out in the air quite a bit. Usually you put a cap on this thing. Okay, now we're ready to film. No, I know he didn't have it on the fork, just sitting there waiting. I'm just saying. It's funny. But no, dude, that is definitely like, one, it's cool that they did it all in English. I really didn't expect the whole thing to be in English. Wish we hadn't put on the subtitles. It was kind of pointless at that point. But no, man, I love how they gave a shout out to Army.
Mm-hmm.
Got Army in the back just like that.
They even had a shout out to Usher.
Oh, yeah, I did see that. Yeah. For a second at the half, because I kind of thought maybe there might be like a theater thrown in or something. So with the curtains that moved out. So I was like, Usher, maybe. And then literally he said a line from his lyric. I went, oh, nope. That's a shout out to Usher. Cool, man. But yeah, no, that was kind of a funky beat. Like it was like a distorted, like 80s kind of vibe. And then went into like a funkier time. It was good. It was a good beat production. And yeah, dude, even the little excerpts of hip hop and rap was actually really nice. It was like really good. Like, you know how you've heard like pop artists before or singer songwriters or someone who's like in a group of some kind. And it's usually like they'll try to do something where they step outside that comfort zone and do something. But it's like, no, they actually know what they're doing. Like, because sometimes you hear there and you're like, ooh, no, you shouldn't have done that, you know? But yeah, from what I've saw on like, because again, one of the armies sent me like a link, you know, showing, you know, like behind the scenes footage, how they got started, stuff like that. So a couple of them actually came up in underground rap scenes and stuff like that, and then joined, and they all kind of joined in this group. And they got a lot of flack because they joined essentially a pop group, but it wasn't exactly pop. And then it got so popular and famous that like other underground rappers and people in the scene were like talking just huge amounts of shit. And that's kind of how like the whole anti-BTS movement started, was just, honestly, it was just jealous people is what it was.
Basically.
It had to have been what it was. Because they're talented guys. They have skill. They have, I mean, they could do hip hop and pop and a little bit of funk and soul and kind of mix it all together.
All catchy as hell.
Yeah, catchy as hell. Sticks in your head for like an earworm, you know? And we've heard some of the stuff that has been in Korean. We haven't, I don't think we've listened to anything that's been in Japanese yet, or at least part in Japanese, but it's mostly Korean and the English stuff we've heard so far. But like, it's just, they're multifaceted and multi-talented.
Yeah.
So all these dudes in the underground who I guess they're also popular, but they're just not as popular, are just like so angry because in their minds, they think it's the same thing as like the way NSYNC and Backstreet Boys were talked at when they first started coming out. Everybody who was a legitimate artist was like talking shit about them. Like, dude, women and like people love them. Just let them love them. It's okay. Why do you have to be an asshole and act
they
like
have billions of views? That's why.
It's like, why do you have to act like they're not legitimate because they're popular? That's really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
A lot of people like chicken and watermelon, and a lot of people like salads. Oh, come on. You really going to go there? You really going to go there with that?
Put those two together back to back.
Because those are two of my favorite foods, you dumb
I was waiting to hear grits afterwards. That was it.
No, I don't like grits at all. I never liked them.
I can't remember last time I had grits, actually, now I think about it.
I never liked them. I don't know why. To me, it felt like I was eating snot. And yes, I've had actual grits, but it's just sometimes.
Who was cooking grits if you thought
it was a restaurant the last time I had it? It was really disgusting.
Somebody send us a recipe for grits for Jolioli over there.
No, I don't want them. I don't like the taste. Them. They have no taste.
I'll cook them.
It tastes like nothing.
We're going to get a good recipe from one of you out there and I'll cook it. Bam. No more snot grits for you.
I've never understood that idea. It's like, You ever had sushi before? I hate sushi. Well, you haven't had sushi at this restaurant. This is the greatest restaurant. Oh, no, I have had sushi there. I didn't like it. Well, you haven't had sushi with me. And it's like, how are you going to make it different? You're not.
Great company. Food's going to be, a little better.
It's like, you haven't had it when it comes from that chef on a Tuesday with me, with my dog sitting next to us. It'll taste good then.
Right.
Yeah, it tastes like shit. I don't like it. I've never liked grits. I've just never liked grits. But, and I'm in the South, and a lot of people don't understand why I don't like grits. I don't know why. I just don't. So stop talking to me about it. Like people are talking to me about, why don't you like sushi? I don't know. I don't like it.
I didn't like it.
I like a lot of seafood. I just don't like sushi.
I didn't eat any sushi in high school. Met Nelly. She made it by hand. I was like, you know what? She's pretty good.
Did you just make a slurp sound? Yeah, I like BTS. They got skill. They got skill. They're entertaining, and they say some real stuff like "fake love." They did that, and yeah, I
said
really,
it wrong. Fake love.
No, that's how they sing. It's not how it's said. No, it's dope. But yeah,
well written, directed, produced, all that.
Well produced. The video was entertaining.
Like how when they were doing the little elevator scene, everybody doing their solo. There's the one guy.
Which, by the way, they can dance pretty well too. So holy crap.
But they had the one guy, he was just kind of like chilling.
Yeah.
Doing like that. I was like, that's me right there.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not doing all that other. No, I'm in the pocket. Doing that.
I ain't trying to sweat right now. Yeah. I'm in the pocket.
I got to see them just going to chill.
Yeah.
You see it.
No, it was dope. I liked it. It was entertaining. I enjoyed it. I do love that they gave a shout out to Army. That's cool.
Well, I like how they can have that many people and still mesh the song together.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like a whole bunch of different voices and parts trying to be stuck
where
together.
They blend so much that it's like just like an acapella group or something. I hated stuff like that. With BTS though, they cover the range.
Yeah.
Like they have fans who are young and they have fans who are old, like should not be listening. Well, no, I wouldn't say that. You listen to whatever the hell you want, Army. You do what you want. You do you beautiful bastards. But yeah, don't get mad at that. That's a kind phrase. I don't mean it in any offense whatsoever. But no, I mean like that's a wide demographic.
Yeah.
That's very unusual. That's a large demographic. So you got to give it up to Army. You got to give it up to BTS and big hit music and all that stuff because they were able to create something that's way bigger than a phenomenon. Like you hear that all the time. Oh, the new Phenomenon band. No, this is bigger than Phenomenon. Yeah. If they put out and drop something, it gets 1 billion views in less than almost. I mean, it's been a month and that was 839.
Yeah.
Or no, that was XG. Butter had. I bet you Butter had more than that. But that's because Butter's been out longer, I'm sure.
Butter.
Oh, it's already.
Oh,
we lost it. Anyways, okay. Well, thank you, TV, for timing out.
They have a lot of views. Let's put it that way.
They have a lot of views. A ridiculous amount of views. It's definitely in multi billions and trillions. Yeah. But you guys, Army fans, anyone, whoever's listening, watching,
anybody out there?
Yeah. Anybody out there? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell notifications so you know when new videos are coming out. Don't forget to check out the merch in the store, Mk5store.com, and hit 520 for 20% off your order. And let us know in the comments if you have like specific videos. Now, this is what we are looking for when it comes to BTS videos or XG or anything else. If you can, send us a Facebook message or something on our Facebook channel or something like a direct message that's like, okay, this is the link for the video on YouTube that has the proper captions and everything ready to go. I think you should review this one. Go ahead and check out the store if you want to purchase something. You don't have to because, in all honesty, you know you're going to be putting your money towards that BTS merch. Oh, yeah. Also, send me a link for like a good merch store, like a proper one that they get paid from. Because I found like 70,000 of them. So I don't know which one's official. And Big Hit just has like their albums and singles and stuff on it. It didn't have a merch connection or maybe I just couldn't find it.
Yeah, it
was a very simple website. It wasn't anything like ultra complicated, you know? But it's probably because they've been taxed so many times by crappy people. But if you could give a holler, let me know. Maybe if there's a certain merch store that's really good about it and they blah, 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 whatever. Maybe there's an official Army merch store. That'd be dope. I think they have one.
I would assume so.
Or like 50 of them.
Yeah, at least.
Something like that. Anyways, and any other links you think they would like to have in the descriptions of these videos, you know, like maybe they have certain charities they do for and whatnot, you know, we'd be willing to put those in there just to help kind of spread the word and whatnot. And if you have a special Army website, let us know too, because Army's pretty dope. As long as you're not the 1 out of 6,000 comments we got, the 1 out of 6,000, which is just being a chode. He was just being a dick for no reason. Like he was just angry. I guess he thought we were being mean. One, love Dynamite. It was dope. But I think he got mad that we liked that and we didn't start off with something like deeper and more meaningful. And I was like, come on, man. How are we supposed to know that? It's a first time reaction. We've never heard of this. We just were told to check them out. How would we know?
We just hit the play button. That was it.
Yeah, we just found something. Because if you do research before you watch someone for a first time,
it's not
a first time reaction. If you hear the entire song and then listen to it again and be like, first time reaction. We heard this yesterday, but we're going to hear it again. It's not a first time reaction. I don't know if it's the first time. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.